family, man. Like anything that ever, like, if we ever had a altercation, it was handled as family. It was handled as a unit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing. Nobody fought. Nobody kicked nobody's ass. But you know what I'm saying? In business, you might have to debate about some things.
Exactly.
And I might not agree with the movement you making, and we might not do business together this trip. And you might take your money elsewhere, but you might come back and spend money the next time. That's cool with me.
Yeah.
And you know, little things like that, yo, definitely, you know, that comes with everything, man. That comes with any relationship, man. I don't know if you was around, but like I can remember we was doing every week meetings.
Oh yeah. I remember meetings.
You know, there used to be like 30 people in the meetings. You had to pay dues.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We was paying, yo. You had to come to the meeting and pay dues, and we was keeping an account. I think if I'm not mistaken, I no, I'm not mistaken. I was the treasurer. They named me.
Yeah.
Like so, I kept account of all the money. Like we had to keep account of everything, and yay or nay on decisions that were made with this bread. And it was 30 plus people in every meeting.
I remember shows, who gonna be on what time, how long, who gonna make this show.
What we was gonna do with the money, what we gonna do with the mixtape, how we gonna put it together, who's gonna do what, whose job is to do what you gonna do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like we broke everything down. We was setting up weeks ahead in advance, so that we knew every step we was doing. It was that's what makes life easy to me. At that point, it was like, yo, just wake up and go to the studio and get that work in. Go pick your kids up and chill with them later. That's it. Exactly. Life is beautiful at that point, man. This is my passion, man. I love doing this, man. So I've always had some type of musical equipment, man. And if not, man, I always had stacks of CDs or tapes or whatever. I love music. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking around, I got records in the corner. I got MP3s for days. I got CD cases somewhere around with hundreds of CDs from the 90s, and I love music. I was a collector. I was a fan first. Me being a fan and loving it so much and being entertained so much and being such a flamboyant young kid, I just used to jump up and freestyle and do little silly shit for my sister or my peers or whoever was around to make them laugh. And at first it was funny. At first I was a funny remixer. Like I was just popping out of nowhere, remixing songs that I heard on the radio, not recording them or nothing, but just doing funny shit to make people laugh. And that was my way of being cool, I guess. And then, like, you know, at some point, man, I remember in the 5th grade writing an album for me and a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? So to answer the question, like once I left the studio, the first spot that I was just talking about, the first Zoo Lab spot, and we broke that down. Like there was an actual like situation that happened that caused us to leave that place, because you know we went away for a weekend and came back, and the studio, the actual space itself, was flooded. And when we came back to the flood, well, I'm wrong. Actually, when we came back, the flood was out of there. The place flooded while we was gone. When we came back, the water's gone now, but it's mold everywhere, and that's how we could tell the flood. We could see where the water line was on the wall, and we could see mold everywhere. So we discussed, you know, with the owners of the facility, what we gonna do, and we trying to figure out, you know, what's the best decision. Mind you, I left out a part, man. When we got robbed, yo, these people were so generous, man. They were so, you know, I can't say they were generous, man, because who knows, man, what happened. Long story short, they gave us like a extended lease and let us stay in the place and utilize the place, yo. So, like, we was like rent free. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, we got all the new equipment. We rent free for a few months. Boom. We come back to this flood where, like, this may be our 3rd month back into paying our rent after they gave us these few months of free rent. So, long story short, they break the lease and we got part our ways. And that was like a sad day because it was like, all right, what we gonna do? Are we gonna get another space? And we really put a lot of money into making that space what it was. So that's where the loss came in, because it was like, all right, are we gonna put a lot of money back into making another space look nice? Like, damn, we made that space look nice and had to leave because of the building's foundation being messed up. Not on our behalf, but here we lose. So when I dubbed, I took my equipment, Fresh took his equipment, and yo, I never stopped, bro. I might have maybe take a break for air, but other than that, I was writing, I was making beats, I was gradually learning everything to the point where I'm at now, where I could pretty much from scratch, man, try and make you whatever you want, bro. Like from thin air, we gonna make a song, shoot a video, and put out a project to our fans, you know? So
That's what it is, man. Yo, so damn. So I want to ask you real quick, man. How, like, and this might be a question a lot of producers and stuff get asked, but I just wanted your take on it. The balance between being an artist and a producer. How hard is it to walk that line?
man, first of all, man, I'm a jack of like too many trades. I'm not just an artist producer, so that's what makes it even more juggling. It's almost like artist, producer, manager, business owner, videographer, photographer, graphic designer. Like, man, I could show you all the programs and projects I'm working on in my computers. I don't know what I'm not, you know.
Exactly.
To becoming, you know, like, damn, I gotta be your brother and your friend at times. So it's like, you know, I just balance it, man. At some point, I look at people and I think people label everything too much. And once you label yourself, you put yourself in a box. Don't get me wrong. I also do feel that me doing so much might slow me down because I might take on too much at times. But there's no stopping me. Like, only I can stop me. And I feel like that about anybody. There's no stopping you, bro. Only you can stop you. You're going to go as far as you want to go. That's why I'm rocking with you. Because I see the hunger. You know what I'm saying? That's why you rocking with me. You see the hunger. We see the hunger in each other. So that's how I balance it, man. I'm hungry for this. Like, I'm hungry for knowledge. I feel like that's what keeps me drive. That's what keeps me driven and keeps me motivated, is just learning something new and seeing it being put into place. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, from making something from scratch, seeing the finished product and being like, oh, we made this. Yo, that's the best thing in the world, bro. Once you put this out and it's done with the edits and everything looking crispy, that's gonna be one of the best feelings we had that day. When you post that day, that's gonna be like relief.
Yeah.
And that's why I said set a plan, because once you finish what you plan, you're gonna have gratification, satisfaction. You're gonna feel good. You know what I'm saying? But if you just walk out your house and be like, man, I'm just gonna go do something, you gonna really feel like you ain't do nothing. You're gonna feel like you've been trying to do something or trying to find out what to do that whole time. Instead of trying to find out what to do, just plan it and say, that's what I'm gonna do, and go do it. And that's go do it, yo.
That's real, man. So, man, you know what I mean? Good talk, man. I learned so much. I know a lot of people out here learned a lot just now, but you know what I mean? For those that want it, you know, the new viewers, the people that's probably that, you know, that want to follow the movement, want to follow what you're doing, and, you know, they might not know, just give them the websites or, you know, the places where they can check you online.
Man, if you want to, anything, man, from the apparel down to, like, I left out everything. I left out a lot of stuff. We gonna catch up.
We're gonna do another.
I know, we running short, but it's a lot, yo. Like from the apparel down to, if you want some beats, if you want to check out any of the artists, ZuLabEnt.com, ZuLab anything, man. Just Google it, man. ZULABENT. Me, I'm Tre Banga. Nice to meet y'all. TREBANGA. That's anywhere as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, DatPiff. Man, I don't know. Like I said, Google it. You'll see a bunch of stuff pop up. Been doing it for a minute, so got a nice little catalog. Still got a lot more. This year, 2015, everybody says theirs. I ain't gonna say it's mine, but I got a plan for 2015. That's what I'm talking to y'all about, planning. I'm telling y'all to plan tomorrow. I got 2015 planned right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna execute it. And y'all gonna see, y'all gonna be a part of it. You're gonna enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Step Your Game Up's definitely gonna be a part of it. And we're gonna make history. You know what I'm saying? Or we're gonna make our story actually. Fuck his story. We're gonna make our story.
Step Your Game